I'm the Flow, and welcome back to this Let's Play of Agartha, looking for a refuge in the depths of Libab. So, first I want to start with some general messages. I hope you like my intro screen. It's art of a golem crafter, Judah Lowe, with his golem. Today we're gonna start with diving back into the lore again. As you know, I really like diving into the lore, looking at sources, looking at where the developers, Illwinter Games, got their inspiration from for all these different races, different cultures. So, in episode 4, we looked at the god vessels that we unleashed over the world. And what I actually didn't see, but what I found out yesterday, when these god vessels get wounded, they actually turn into Legion of the Gods. The god vessels are basically titans in which the Legion of the Gods house. And the Legion of the Gods are pantheons of gods imprisoned by a previous Pantocrator. And if this spell, Unleash the Imprisoned Ones, the Breaking of the Seals, is an early age spell, that means that these gods that were unleashed actually were so ancient that they were imprisoned before the early age. So I like to imagine that this Legion of Gods, when we unleash them, they rain destruction over the lands, and in addition they all went their way and found their homes, their places to wreak havoc in all the corners of the world. So that was what I wanted to look at for today, so let's hop into the game. Okay, the most fun part of the game, resolving the turns. We've got two battles, one in Domen, one in Kopos, so let's look at them. Kopos, this is versus light cavalry, I think. They're with quite a lot of guys. This will be a hard battle. The heavy cav here, they actually have lances. They only work on their first attack because they charge into battle, and they do quite a lot of damage. So most of the time you want to have some cheap troops in front of your hard hitters to basically break the lances. But we don't have that setup right now, so let's see how it goes. Shard guards taking damage. By the way, I've increased the volume for the game. I hope you like that, so we can enjoy the sound effects a little bit. Man, this tree is really in the way. We can clip through the tree even if we want. Yeah, and it seems like we'll win this battle. Our shard guards are holding. I think we lost a few. And that's the cool thing with these Agarthian infantries and these shard guards. They've got so much protection that the arrows, they basically do nothing against them. Our light infantry even has 10 protection. 10 is just a good full leather armor. Our light infantry is routing, but it doesn't really matter. Okay, so we took Domen. Let's look at Kopos. We only sent 4 shard guards here, so this is gonna be a small party. Oh, but we're also fighting a small party. Yeah, look at our shard guards taking almost no damage. Perfect, perfect. And we rout the independents. So we lost both our battles. We've got a message from Ashdod. I said that very excitedly, but I don't think it's a good thing. We hereby declare war upon your unholy nation. Unholy nation? Man, they're the unholy nation. Unexpected events. So it seems like in the vaults under our caves, we found some magic items and gold. Nice. And unexpected events in Domen. We found some water gems, and we are hiring some mercenaries. Okay. So, the Ashdodians, if we can call them that, they declared war upon us. So we'll have to find a way to deal with that. Okay, so in our war with Ashdod, there's an army over here and a Kohen over here, of which I still don't know what it is. And they have 2 huge Ahiman Anakites. I don't really know what they are, but they seem to be giants as well. Archer giants. Okay. these armies will probably move into this province, and we really don't want that to happen, because if that happens, this province has a nice income of itself, but also our backlands, Bushford, and these two provinces will be cut off from our supply chain, and we cannot generate any income from them. So let's look at the armies we have around. First, let's set these guys to building a temple and a lab. Next turn our fortress will be done. So if these guys build something, or actually, let's send these guys to build a temple and a lab. Yes. And then we have David, who is the fighter of giants. He has a small army. I don't think it will be enough to hold this province. But what we might be able to do is move him over here. Yeah, I think we're going for Earth Might and Earth Grip. I think that's the right combination. And here we're gonna pump up the province defense. We have quite some gold, so let's go up to 20. I really don't want to lose this province, so I hope the giants are not gonna be able to take it. Over here we have Zonk. This province is free of enemy units, so let's just try and take it from the Ashdodians. We have Aurelians with a really small army of only 4 shard guards. We could move him back, but I think we want to take more lands, and maybe we could even connect our lands like this, which would be a nice goal, but it's going to be really hard with this river over here and our warm lands. We cannot cross the river ever, basically. But we hired these mercenaries, so let's get something done. Militias, light cav, heavy cav, archers and light infantry. Let's move over here. After that we can move into any of these provinces, we'll see. And this was a troop movement apart from Agartha. Of course, we've recruited a lot of guys here over well. We've got Hunerik. Okay, we're gonna rename Hunerik. Let's name him Kapalo, who was a brother of Judalo, which might or might not be based on history. Oh, he has an affliction. He's of old age, and he's diseased. Oh, that sucks. Diseased units basically, I think they disease other units as well, and they keep gaining afflictions. They keep getting sicker and sicker and deteriorating. Yeah, until they finally die. So we don't want to keep him in Agartha before our whole population gets sick. So we're gonna move him out to side search as well. Judah's gonna side search. Over here we're gonna move out an army, most probably. You know, we just got Alteration 2, by the way. So what's cool about that, we've got Earth Melt now, which is an AoE version of Earth Grip, and will be very useful against the giants to let them sink into the earth. Rock Strength has a high earth skill, so we're just gonna send him out. I mean, this is gonna be real war, so we better send out the best of the best to deal with the Ashdodians. I don't need to strip them for battle right now, because this province can't be attacked in any way. I hope we're gonna keep this province. We're probably taking this province. We might be taking this province. We've got quite a bit of gold left, so let's do our recruitment. Some shard guards, some of these guys, 400 gold left, and we have 1200 income. Next turn we're gonna have this fort. We can restart mages, and we can start recruiting troops over there. And because we have such nice income and we still have some gold left, we will probably want to start another fortress soon. Yeah, we just don't have enough commanders, so I'm not gonna send anybody out to do it yet. Maybe next turn Anselm, Albrecht or Hawk can move anywhere. So we've done our recruitment, we've done our research, we've done everything. So let's end this turn and see how our battles go. And as always, I forget to move Lothar around. Yeah, we have good vision over here. I think he's just gonna stay. Okay, let's end. the next turn, Judah Low has searched the Kikivik Highlands for magic sites, but none were found. Okay, that's too bad. Dormant Pretender gods are awakening, and there was a battle in Greenwoods. So this is the battle where we're fighting nothing, I think. So what do we have? This is independent province defense, some lion tribes, and we've got a Rephaite commander. The Rephaim are descendants of the Nephilim, giants of almost godlike power. Oh yes, so I think this race, the Rephaites, they are a subordinate race to the pure-blooded Nephilim, and they're gluttonous. So these guys, they eat a lot, and I actually think the Nephilim, the higher race, eats either humans or even their not pure-blooded brethren. This should be an easy battle. Yeah, let's just... Oh, we've got even more guys over here. Yes. Maybe the Rephaite is gonna do some damage. A light infantry is running ahead, and the Rephaite is running. He's not gonna get away. Oh, he is gonna get away. I didn't think he was. There was a battle in Ene Umrul. Okay, so this is only 4 shout guards versus some tribes, some archer fire. Let's see if this is gonna work out. Yeah, the archers are doing nothing. I think the Deer tribe guys themselves do quite a bit of damage. So let's see if we can wipe them. Looks good, looks good. They're running. Easy battle. We lost 2 of our shout guards though. And in Greenwoods, we lost 2 infantries. A battle in Janumia. This is the battle we're afraid of. Let's hope we can defend these lands with our province defense and a small army. So what are we up against? Edomites. Okay, so these guys are half giants. Age 61. Where can we see their size again? Size 3. And these guys are... Ooh, they've got a lot of afflictions. Size 4. And where is us? We have guys of size 3. So actually our shout guards are about the same size as the Anakite Edomites. And let's see the battle. So we have province defense with crossbows. Do these guys have a lot of protection? 14, so quite a bit of protection. Our crossbow fire won't do a lot. And they do 21 damage with their spears. Okay. Yeah. Agarthian infantry. Province defense. The cool thing is, if you lose these guys, if you win the battle, they just replenish for free. So it's good that we purchased some province defense here. And what you can see is that our humans have an advantage because they actually can stand with 3 guys in 1 square. While the giants can only occupy 1 square per attack, basically. Which means we get more squares per attack, which means even though they're super strong, we actually do quite well. So that was the next battle. Battling God's Tomb Mountain. So we're sending our mercs over here. We should have no problem at all. Yeah, they've got such long pikes. They're all super experienced because they're mercenaries. This is their life, you know, wiping out independent provinces. So what did we lose? We lost nothing here, and in Janumia we lost some infantry, some shout guards. We still hold the province, so we're good. Gold, fire gems, air gems. Construction of the fortress in Bitra is complete, so we've got a second fort up. And actually, although the Ashdodians were the ones to declare war against us, the Agarthians, we took a province from them, and it doesn't really look like they have a lot, so I don't know why they declared war, but yeah, now they're gonna get it. So before I'm gonna set up this turn, I want to talk a little bit more about Ashdod. So let's go to their nation overview, which is always very hard for me to find. Pretenders of the world, Wagyo Okay, so what I find really cool about these guys, or cool, it's actually really gruesome, is that the Zanzamin are being devoured at funerary banquets. So the purebloods, they basically feast upon and eat the lesser nations or the lesser races within their nation. Um, like I told you, I didn't choose these nations at random. Um, and actually, the breaking of the seals was accompanied by the unleashment of the four horsemen of the apocalypse. Actually, there were 7 seals, and the first 4 that were broken unleashed the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse. And I just want to read a little quote from you. I took Ashdod as a representation of the 4th horseman of the apocalypse, which is interpreted to symbolize the death that results from war and famine when men turn against men. So when the god vessels were unleashed by early age Agartha and the legions of gods that were imprisoned gods from even earlier ages, from before the early era, came free and went all over the world, at least one of them seems to have influenced the Ashdod nation to eat their own people and become basically a self-parasitic nation. So that's it. I'm gonna set up this turn and I'll see you back after. Alright, so our turn is fully set up. Let's start with the fight with Ashdod. Zong still has a small army, it's not that big, only consisting of seven troops, but they're moving into the bountiful land, which I hope lives up to its name. If we can take away income from our opponents, that's always going to be nice, because it means we can create more troops, they can create less troops, and we can cripple them economically. Furthermore, we're moving our big army under the lead of Nox Strength into this province. Nox Strength, formerly known as Rock Strength. I want to do a shout out to Nox Gaming, who Nox Strength is obviously called after. Nox Gaming, this guy started making Dominions videos about 3 weeks ago, I think, and he's put up a great amount of content in only a short amount of time, so I really recommend you check him out. I added this link in the description. Okay, Bernard, our mercenary commander, is going to try to connect this ring of lands, making it a lot stronger and better against raids. For example, if this province gets cut out, we can still get the income from this lands through this link. So we're going to move west here. Hawk is going to move into here to build a fort next turn. We've got quite nice income, and actually I want to look at Hawk because he's got a heroic ability. If your commanders fight well enough in battle, and they are one of the most famous commanders in the whole world, they get heroic abilities. And Hawk gets greatly increased defense skill. It's now up to 22, and this is going to be cool because it means we might be able to thug him out with some magic items later in the game. Then let's look at our recruitments. In Agartha, we're going to go for stone hurlers. A cool thing that I didn't show you about these guys yet is that they have a siege bonus. And well, if we keep pushing into Ashdod as easily as it's been going the last turn, we want to have some siege bonuses so we can take his fort more quickly. And apart from that, we're just getting the regular light infantry. I've switched off the shout guys because they're super resource intensive in comparison to the stone hurlers. And we want to get up some regular troops as well. Here we're recruiting a golem crafter with also some regular troops. So I think that's mostly our movement and recruitment for now. We renamed some guys. Judah Low. So I read a bit more about this guy, this 16th century Pragish priest, and he is credited with trying to make the Torah, the Jewish religious ideas and text as accessible as possible for the community, which is actually really cool. So if we relate this to the breaking of the seals, we know that the breaking of the seals has to do with getting ancient knowledge and knowing the unknowable. And Judah Low was actually metaphorically speaking, he was part of this process for the Jewish community, and he created a golem. Well, we already know that. I've got another golem crafter who's also named after a Jewish rabbi. Um, just a disclaimer: I have nothing with Judaism in special, but I just love history, so I love reading all these sources and all these myths. So, Elijah Baal. He was also a 16th century rabbi, Polish actually, and I just want to quote a small text from Wikipedia. He is credited with creating the first golem with a shem, that is, using a combination of letters from one of the names of God to form a name. The golem is said to have grown so that the rabbi feared that he might destroy the world. Finally, the rabbi extracted the shem from the forehead of his golem, which returned him to dust. But the golem scratched his master's face in the process. Okay. So, that's gonna be today's episode. We actually finished the first year of the Ascension Wars. We're excavating the depths of Agartha to see if we can find the depths of Lebab and get closer to their healing powers. We met Ashdod, a parasitic nation that eats its own people, and we're in war with them. Right now it looks good, but the war has only been going on for 1 month, so anything could happen. And I hope you really enjoyed the video. So thanks for watching, and as always, flow out.